Well, after numerous school closures and consolidations, especially this year, the legislature is taking a look at the ways schools are funded at the state level. Anna Saunders is live with us after hearing from the State Department of Education during today's House Education meeting. Anna?
Gina, public schools are funded through local, federal, and state dollars, but when it comes to the state funding they receive, that's all calculated in what's called the school aid formula, something lawmakers will be taking a hard look at this session because it's dependent on one of West Virginia's biggest public school struggles right now, enrollment. On Friday, lawmakers got a breakdown of the school aid formula, which has several factors, but is very heavily dependent on enrollment. The state enrollment has dropped about 30,000 students over the past 7 years, which means school systems are losing funding. And while the ultimate goal is to get people to live in West Virginia, tweaking the school aid formula could be an immediate help for counties dealing with funding loss. Delegate Joe Ellington, who heads up the House Education Committee, expects this to be one of the key education issues this session.
This is an older equation that they have. We're looking at it. Doesn't mean we'll change much, but we may be able to work on that and try to make modifications to benefit the school system.
Just yesterday, the same committee received a presentation on the Hope Scholarship, which provides funding to families seeking alternate forms of education like private school and homeschool. Treasurer Larry Pack is asking the legislature for $96 million for 19,000 more students to receive that funding. Those will be dollars from education, and one of the reasons the State Department says they are seeing such a decline.
I think generally our population is declining as a state. Which means if people are leaving our state, they're taking their children. I think our school choice options maybe, affect our public school enrollment.
The State Department of Education is also asking for $24,000 more this year for their more than $2 billion budget. The State Department anticipates it will have to consider more than 20 school consolidations total this year because of that enrollment decline.
School consolidation would ultimately decrease the current expenditure base, theoretically, because you're not operating a fully functioning school at that point.
We've heard from county superintendents previously who have said that possibly adding a number of schools into the formula could be a solution, as they have felt that it is now where there is more of an incentive to close schools. Right now, the Education Committee is still in the beginning stages for the overall education budget and the bills to potentially change the school aid formula.
Trying to look at the big picture, but a lot of variables that enter into it.
Now, this was an initial information meeting for the Education Committee. Education Chair Delegate Joe Ellington expects this to come up in both budget and bill discussions this session. Live in the studio, Anna Saunders, Eyewitness News.